Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the fired Memphis police officers that took part in the murder of Tyre Nichols. And, whenever you see these cops that will murder an unarmed black man, or they'll beat and taser and just go all over the top over something that is clearly a misdemeanor, usually these cops have a pass and they have a history of doing these things. But these are the kind of cops that America loves to have on the force. As long as they're doing these things to us, they love it. But see, when it falls on them, which it usually does, sooner or later, it's going to come, and that kind of officer is going to come and visit them, then everything's wrong with the cop. Everything's wrong with the cop. We know how that goes. So, officer accused in fatal beating of Tyre Nichols allegedly assaulted prison inmate in 2016, according to a lawsuit that was filed back then. So, the inmate said that Demetrius, which is this officer you're looking at, Haley, um, beat him unconscious. So I'm not surprised. It is very rare for you to come across an officer that do these things out in public and they don't have a pass. They usually have a pass of doing these things. So one of the five former Memphis, Tennessee police officers accused of murdering 29-year-old Tyre Nichols during a traffic stop this month was accused in 2016 of participating in a prison assault that left an inmate unconscious. According to a federal civil rights complaint, the complaint filed in April 2016 in U.S. District Court in Tennessee said the officer Demetrius Hale was one of three correction officers alleged to have assaulted Cordelius Sledge while he was behind bars in Shelby County, according to the suit. The suit, which Sledge filed without a lawyer, was dismissed in 2018 after a judge found that he did not properly serve one of the defendants with a summons. Judge Thomas Anderson did not address Sledge's allegations at that time, and the case had came up March 2nd, 2018. According to the complaint, Sledge said that on May 16th, 2015, the officer searched his cell block in Shelby County Division of Corrections, which houses inmates serving misdemeanor sentences and felony prison terms up to 12 years. The officers, what they did was they said they saw smoke coming from his cell. That's what they're claiming. And they accused him of flushing contraband down the toilet, according to the suit. Sledge accused Haley and another officer of punching him in the face, according to the suit. A third officer picked Sledge up and slammed him face first into a sink and onto the floor. And that's when he blacked out, according to the suit, adding that when he awoke, he was in the prison's medical unit. Mm-mm-mm. So Sledge, who was an inmate at that particular time, I don't believe he's an inmate anymore. He said he wanted these officers to be held accountable for what they did. They tried to reach him by phone, but he had declined to comment. Haley did not respond to a request for comment on Tuesday. Efforts to reach the other two officers involved were unsuccessful. A lawyer who represented Haley And one other officer did not respond for requests for comment on Tuesday. Neither did a spokeswoman for the Memphis mayor's office. The Shelby County Division of Corrections did not respond to a request for comment Tuesday night. So nobody wanted to comment on what this officer, Demetrius Haley, did to this inmate in the past. In the court filing from June 2017, Haley and a second officer allegedly searched Sledge after he allegedly flushed contraband, but they denied beating him. Okay, so how did he end up in the medical unit after y'all were in the cell with him? So, in a separate filing later that year, he argued in the suit it should have been dismissed because Sledge did not properly follow the jail grievance I guess they got a system in place for inmates with grievances, and they said he did not follow the procedure properly. That's why they were dismissing the case. The judge dismissed Sledge's complaint after he failed to provide the correct address of a defendant who could not be located. In the case of Nichols, who died 3 days after January 7th traffic stop, Haley and four other officers were fired after an administrative review accused him of violating multiple policies, including the use of excessive force during the stop. Preliminary findings from the autopsy released Tuesday by lawyers for Nichols. Family showed he suffered extensive bleeding. Yeah, when you looked at that photo of him in the video that I showed you, you could see the dry blood right next to right next to his face while he was laying in the hospital bed. You did clearly see that. So they said he had extensive bleeding caused by severe beating before his death. Mm, mm, mm. The Shelby County Medical Examiner's Office has not released the official cause of death. Nichols' family hired a forensic pathologist to review the case. After reviewing the body cam video of the traffic stop, the family lawyers compared the beating to one of Rodney King in Los Angeles in 1991. Yeah, I heard it was pretty bad, the beating that he took. It was Tyre Nichols. It was pretty bad. And it just seems like this cop is always involved in some severe beating of somebody. So I mean, it's not shocking when you look in the grand scheme of things of how policing is done and the kind of cops they got out here. As long as they're willing to come out here like a savage on the public, that is what they love here in this country, you know? And I don't know why these cops keep driving around with protect and serve on the car because y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that at all. You need to really get that off of every police car in the country, as far as I'm concerned. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.